Hi guys, how are you? I'm Nijat Kuliv and today I'm going to discuss two questions for GRE, GMAT and SAT students. They will be about percentage issues, and they'll be about factors and multiples. So first question is about the percentage issues. You can see that the total amount that Mary paid for a book was equal to the price of the book plus the sales tax that was 4% of the price of the book. If we consider the price of the book as 100%, the percentage that the sales tax will be 4% and the total amount should be around 104%. Mary paid for the book a $10 bill and received a correct change, which was less than 3%. So $3. $3. So it means that Mary paid around minimum 7.01, maximum 9.99, something like this. And which of the following statements must be true? And they provide three statements. The first is about the price of the book is less than, the price of the book was greater than, and the sales tax. So the concept that we need to know about this task is this. The first concept is that we need to consider minimum maximum points in the range from 7 to 10, not including 7 and not including 10. Because they got a change and it was less than 3, so we can take 7 and 10. We should take minimum at 7.01 and the maximum at 9.99. For some calculations we can take 7 and 10 instead of these figures in order to ease the process. However, I don't recommend that because you will have a calculator on the GRE exam and on the SAT exam as well. For the GMAT exam, you won't need a calculator because your calculations won't be so difficult. And the second concept is that sum plus percent. We need to know that if we have a 4% sales tax, it will be 104% or 1.04. When we want to find a sum without a tax, we divide the total price, the total amount, by 104% or by 10.4. It's like this, 10 divided by 1.04 and you get around 9.62, 63, something like this. So you get the price of the book and the remaining part is the sales tax. If you want to find the sales tax, you do the same. You divide it by 1.04 and multiply by 0.04 and you will find the sales tax. Well, these two concepts are important and crucial for solving such kinds of questions, and let's explain which of the statements must be true. The first one says the price of the book was less than 9.50. So let's consider that the total amount was 9.99, the maximum amount. With a 4% sales tax, it will be like this. We divide 990 by 1.04 or 104%, it will be 952, and automatically 0.38 will be the sales tax. So we can see that even with 990, not with the maximum 999, we get a higher result for the price of the book than 950, you see. For the second one, they say the price of the book was greater than 690. Well, let's consider the total price being around 7.01 and we divide it by 1.04 and we get 6.74. And you can also multiply it by 0.04 to find the sales tax, or you can just exclude from 7.01 6.74 and you will get the sales tax. Well, the total price will be 6.71. 6.74. My apologies. Well, you actually don't need to do this because you are not required to find the sales tax. Just I showed it to you. So the price will be more than 670. It will be less than 690, and you see that the this is not correct as well. And we have the C variant, or probably it should be the correct one, because at least one of the three statements should be correct if we talk about GRE, but for GMAT there may be an option that none of them is correct. So the sales tax was less than 0.45. You can see this. So the maximum amount is 9.99. By the way, if we talk about less, we need to consider maximums. If we talk about greater, we need to consider minimums. So the maximum amount is 9.99, almost 10, and we need to calculate the sales tax. Actually, we divide 9.99 by 1.04. and we get around 0.38 sales tax, so it will be definitely less than 0.45. By the way, for this you need to take the maximum amount, 9.99, in order to get the correct result. Well, let's consider the second case. Here you can see the list of set. The set S, that is a set of the all positive integers, n such as n squared, I'm sorry for this, is a multiple of both 24 and 108. And which of the following integers are the divisors of every integer n in S? Well, and there are four options. Well, for this question we need to know two concepts. What multiples are, and what the difference between the multiples of n squared and the multiples of n. We need to know that multiples of, for example, 3 are 3, 6, 9, and so on. Many people confuse them with factors, but for example, 3 has only actually two factors, 1 and 3. But if we consider them as we consider only prime factors, this will be only 3. Well, or 9 has the factor of 9 is 3, or 3 is a multiple of 9, okay? Well, if n squared is a multiple of 9, n is a multiple of 3. This is simple. For example, if the multiple of 3 is 9, the multiple of 9, should be let's say 81, for example. Well, oh, sorry, let's take like this. If the multiple of 9 is 81, the multiple of n can't be, let's say, a bigger figure. For example, the multiple of 3 is 9, for example, 6, 9, 12, and so on. But the multiples of 9 squared are less. 3 squared are less. For example, this will be 9, this will be 27, this will be 18, and so on. The numbers will be less, fewer. If n squared is a multiple of 9, n is a multiple of 3. If n squared is a multiple of 25, n is a multiple of 5. As I said, the minimum multiple. For example, 3 is n, and the minimum multiple of 3 is 3. Then it's 6, 9. If n squared is 9, the minimum multiple of 9 is 9, and then it's 18, 27, and so on. Well, and we know that n squared is the multiple of both 24 and 108. So logically, we need to find pairs here. So 24 consists of the following factors. You can see it is 2, 2, 2, 3. It's like actually 8 by 3. And 108 consists of 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. We need to find pairs because we will decrease this because of the factor of square. So, and the answer will be under the root. There are actually 2, 2, 2, 2. So 2 pairs of 2. And 2 pairs of 3. So for n, the number of multiples will be 2, 2, 3, 3. We will have 2, additional 2, remaining without any pair. It's okay. We won't consider it for n. So it means that the combinations of these figures will be the multiples of n. If n squared is the multiple of 24 and 108, n itself can be the multiple of 4. It's like 2 multiplied by 2. 6, 2 multiplied by 3, 12, 2 multiplied by 2 by 3, 18, 2 multiplied by 3 by 3, and 36. So the combination of these following figures. Well, and out of the answers, we can choose like 12 and 36. So in order to find the multiple of n, we need to find the pairs inside the multiples of n squared in order to ease the process. So you basically, let's say, use the factorization of 24 and factorization, prime factorization of 108 and find couples. You have in total 5 2's and 4 3's. So you will have 4 2's and 4 3's. So it will mean 2 couples of 2 and 2 couples of 3. It's important to remember this rule. It will be very important for you in such questions. Thank you very much for watching this video. I think that it will be useful for you to watch and know these concepts. Hope that it will help you in many questions. See you guys. Bye.